Man.
Hey yo, what's good? It's GS Music, whole lot, level up, man. Got Will Miller, producer extraordinaire.
Will wasn't gonna say he in the building.
I'm in the building. Will Miller, producer, engineer,
Everything.
director,
Videographer.
videographer.
That's what you gotta say that word, videographer.
editor. What you need? I got it.
Tell everybody where y'all from, man.
I'm from Brooklyn, man, East New York.
Same Brooklyn, East New York, man. Blood brothers.
Yeah, man. Shit, this interview, first time, trying to get used to this, but we gonna get this right.
Oh, I'm glad I'm the first person to interview you guys.
Yeah,
Did you too?
Oh, well, it's
Yeah,
the first interview. Yeah, it's
With
the
us
first
together.
interview. Right.
That's dope.
Right.
Now I feel good. Like, we're gonna break them in. We let y'all sit in the segments. End up your first interview. It feels a lot better now. Alright, so we gonna get into some things. And now I know I can ask y'all some stuff nobody never asked y'all.
That's a fact.
Alright, so now being from Brooklyn, who did you listen to growing up, Jess?
Growing up, the first album I really listened to was Biggie album, Life After Death.
Is that the answer for everybody from Brooklyn?
Nah, you know what? I don't know, man. It's just like, cause you know what it was when I was younger. Maybe I couldn't listen to it when it first came out, and then when I got the CD, it was like, oh, yeah, and then I just was spinning it. But that was I think the first CD I really just kept playing.
What did Life After Death do for you?
Honestly, it just gave me I don't know, I think it gave me the fire or something it was a lot of stuff on there I just couldn't even believe was being said. Like, you know what I mean? It was past the cursing or whatever. It was just like the concepts and, you know, the perspectives and shit like that. And you know, it was really inspirational as far as like giving me that fire. Like, you know, I feel like even today, like Brooklyn or, you know, East Coast artists, you know, a lot of them, you know, that delivery from Biggie it was so passionate. You know, it was
Slow flow.
That's what I got from it. The passionate delivery and that fire from Brooklyn.
What's your favorite song on there?
Dead Wrong, man. Something about being a kid and listening to Dead Wrong. It's like, I used to be on the train looking at people next to me like, damn, like you heard what Biggie said, though.
I still listen to that album today.
Yeah.
My favorite song on there is Missing You, the one that says, man, because the visual that he's giving in it.
Yeah. And that
man, that's what separated Big from a lot of people.
Yeah, that visual that he gave. Man. That's a fact, man. He make you see everything, like, yeah.
Well, what about you?
Biggie, that's who my first, it wasn't even CD, it was tape. First tape was Flavor in Your Ear remix. That's what made me want to do music. It just...
Did you hear Prune?
The remix. The bing, bing, bad boy. And that's when...
I have to ask y'all a question. How old are y'all?
Oh, I'm 27.
Okay.
I'm 36.
Okay.
So we got a nice range on it.
Yeah.
So we can have a conversation about Big and all that. I'm just getting kind of scared that you might take us a little Wayne and all.
Oh, no.
Might take us to that. But the
no.
crazy thing that you just saying, I was just watching Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and Puff was talking about the same exact thing. The remix.
Yeah. Because the remix is what separated Bad Boy from underground, where Craig Mack couldn't really be a mainstream artist, you know?
Yeah.
And they looking at Biggie like, wow, Biggie might not be the visual, but, you know, back then music was a feeling. And, you know, Biggie brought that feeling that Craig Mack couldn't bring. Yeah, 'cause now music is not a feeling no more. Music is just energy now. It's just people trying to be the hyped and who's the most drugs. Before, you know, music it's just how it made you feel. It's like, it really spoke to you. Now it's like when you hear music, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, that's not from everybody.
That's perfectly right, because like even when I used to hear people describe music before, it was like, damn, that shit gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like, but now it's like, oh,
That's
now
just-
it's the energy. It's just the energy that's like, even, I mean, you know, let's give a couple people. There's a couple people out there making some vibing music.
Yeah, you have to listen.
But but it ain't really that you know, like the commercial, like ain't nothing commercial really that you know, goosebumps. Like you used to hear stuff on the radio that, oh shit, what
They
is
talk
that?
like you look at
you gotta
you look
press
at the
record.
speaker like they talking to me.
Right.
Like I've been through that, or I know somebody that's going through that shit right
Right,
now. Now
right.
it's like, come on, man, everybody's not rich, man. Still people that struggle, still people that, you know, they helping their family or gotta drop out of school to help take care of their parents.
That part of the game is like lost now.
Yeah,
man.
nobody pluck roaches out their cereal box no more.
So who y'all listen to?
Ain't no more roaches left.
What I listen to now? You want to go?
Yeah. Well,
Shit. Now I mean I listen to pretty much. I listen to everybody. I like Drake. Of course. I got to pay attention to Drake and what he doing. J. Cole.
That's my guy.
He's superb. That nigga is just.
He's one of those guys that give you that vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's I call it like earphone music, where same thing with
You don't want to miss no words.
right, like same thing with Biggie, like you know what I mean, like you ain't have to be blasting it and on some crazy speakers or whatever, you could just you don't even got to turn that shit all the way up. As long as you can hear it, it's like you catch the vibes, you know what I mean, and that's one person that do that for me. Andre 3000, I still like Andre 3000 because I feel like ain't nobody ever gonna touch his style, like as far as.
But they trying. You got Young Thug that's trying.
Nah, he's nowhere near. You heard that kid Rory though?
No.
It's a kid out there
Yeah.
called Rory,
Yeah.
and the dude is nasty. If he was a little bit more edgy, like he edgy, but he's not really, he's suburbia, so. It's a certain element that's not.
I think a lot with that guy, Aurora. I think his concern is too much trying to fit in. He's scared to embrace that. He really is different.
Wait, you think he's trying to fit in?
When I say try to fit in, like today's culture is to be weird. Like when you're a natural weirdo, like a lot of these artists now are trying to be weird. Some people wake up and
weird,
and it's kind of hard for him because now he has to worry about making music and not being himself.
Well, damn, I'm a little weird, so how's that gonna work for me?
You can't be scared to be yourself.
I
That's
think
what I think it is.
I gotta just muddle the line or something. I don't know. I gotta find a balance.
You gotta find a
between
balance
weird
and
trying to
being
be weird for commercial.
being nice.
Right, for commercial game.
Weird is good.
Be weird. Because weird is a good thing now. You know what I'm saying? And then keep the balance that I can still spit.
I'm so weird. I don't know. I might be thinking I'm being weird, just being normal, or being normal and being weird. So I can just be myself and see what happens. Yeah,
Weird was good back in the day too. Backpack music.
yeah, that's true. But see, even they still had substance though.
Yeah, that's what
Even they still have some substance with their weird stuff.
Lupe, Fiasco, and all of them, and they was weird, but they wasn't weird. You know what I'm saying?
Lupe dope too. My fault. I didn't say
Fiasco,
Lupe. He's dope.
Kid,
as fuck,
Kid Cudi and all, they was dope. You know what I'm saying? Even they had the backpack. It was weird because you never seen the backpack. There's weird on this that they talk about now. It's basically when you dresses and all
Yeah,
that. That's the weird stuff they're talking about. Ladies' fashion should not be.
Weird ain't sounding different or looking different or coming different. Weird is like you making sure you gotta get a tattoo on your face. You, like, come on, like certain shit is crazy. Like you don't need a fucking AK-47 and barbed wire like that guy Stitches. Like this shit is too crazy. You got a teddy bear tattoo on your face, barbed wire ran. Like that's creating a character.
Yes.
Creating a character. If you're a little weird, you might dress style. Even like hair colors and all that type of shit. That shit is just something that you're embracing yet you're different. That's what I think is like a regular weirdo. Like when somebody feels they have to, all right, well, so-and-so was dressing like this, so now I'm going to have to put on something like this, now do them. Like when Kanye came with certain clothes. Now it's like every designer felt they had to put the slashes in the clothes.
Yeah.
Like let somebody have their own individuality, even though how far left it might be, it's still their individuality.
Right. And I think that's the thing too. That's part of what it is. Nobody has individuality. So it's like, oh, he got a tattoo on his face, I need a tattoo on my face. He got a chain like that, I need a chain like that.
Dreads now?
Right. I see dreads. Red dreads. He tried nodding his head this way and have it hanging on the side.
Back in the day, if you look like me,
Yeah. So I was about to say that.
That's how it was.
Especially in New York. Remember that the goal was not to look like nobody else or sound like nobody else.
Right.
Now it's like, I don't want to sound like him, but I'm gonna take a little bit of his sound.
Right.
Like he might, like about the pitches. He might be a 32. Let me give me a 30.
You sound like anybody in the cipher, they shooting you down.
What?
In a real cipher, you sound like Hov. Nah, you sound like this person. Nah, you sound like this person. Nah, I forget
But
it.
now sounding like them is the way you're getting on.
Right.
Because it's like they're looking for the same
Who's
sound.
the biggest?
Right. I guess
Who's the biggest
because
who?
Sound alike.
Which one?
That made it.
oh, we know that.
Littles.
You don't even gotta ask that question.
Who?
You know that.
Who you gonna say?
I want to know that.
Everybody gonna have different people.
I got designer.
Panda.
Alright, designer.
Panda.
I say Action Bronson.
It sound like Ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah, he do sound. Oh,
Say Nicki Minaj.
Just like
Say Nicki Minaj.
Who she sound
No,
like?
she didn't sound like. She don't sound like Kim.
No, she don't sound like it. She took her image, like her
Took her image.
sexuality and
She took
stuff.
her-
Oh,
Like these
okay,
guys,
so
Tone.
it's different.
What about the guy, Gorilla Black from Chicago, sounding like Biggest Tone and all that stuff?
But they will say Sean Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
well,
saying? Use that.
yeah, tone wise.
They will say, look, Mace, Loon. They say,
I feel like Sean, that
You
was
can't
really
be
his voice
influenced
though.
though.
Yeah.
no, you can be an influence. It's totally, look,
Like if somebody's your favorite rapper, like for instance, if you say, yo, I just listened to this one motherfucker, this nigga got me. Like Action Bronson, say he listened to
Yeah, he
nothing
listened-
but Ghost.
but when you start making your voice that way,
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
the cadence. You can have the same cadence.
You can have
Now you can change your voice
how you
though.
want to do everything, but how do you get your voice to just say, I want it to match that?
Nah, and I think honestly, it's how he say things sometimes would make him sound like Ghost too, like how he put things.
The word
Then the
play.
type of beats that
He's
he on,
selecting
you know what I mean? It's like you
because
know,
he studied that rapper to the
Does
T.
he
You know what I'm saying?
acknowledge that though? Does he acknowledge
They-
that?
they
At
went through that.
first, they went through a little situation because he tried not to acknowledge it.
oh
You know,
yeah.
I think
That shit
that's
got out
the
of hand.
biggest thing. I think if you got a song and you know if you do a remake or something and you mimic a little bit, it's alright. But if you just your whole career,
Your whole career,
Nah, it's whole style.
Sound,
Look, the designer acknowledged that he tried to sound like Future. He didn't acknowledge that. And he ran with it. He
I
said
don't even. I mean, besides that, I don't even understand, dude.
Now that nigga's nuts.
No, the crazy thing is he played that game perfectly.
Oh.
He designed that track was perfectly designed to go that way. If you look at Philly Shake popped out in Atlanta, he knew you would think Future. He was gonna play it. I think DJ Bobby Trent,
Yeah.
and it came on DJ Bobby Trent. So the track was played that way to go that way.
Designer
But
been
niggas
music
say
industry for a while. He had some connections. He wasn't really moving, but he knew a lot.
Yeah, he know a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it
he know a
was
lot
designed
Is
that
he
way.
today? Is his music still the same way though?
Well,
Yeah.
well, he had that Panda won like 5 times
10
platinum,
10
10 times.
I'm saying after that.
No, he hasn't
The
had
first-
one
I
of
don't
Timmy
really
Turner
hear
shit.
it.
It's like everything is gimmicked, I think.
Yeah. You know
that
what I'm
Timmy
saying?
Turner, it's better on the fucking XXL thing to me. When he did it on the XXL, I didn't like the song.
See, I don't really hear his music anymore.
Yeah.
I ain't like the song.
I think it was creative as hell though.
It was smart. That's what I said. Panda was
Great
smart.
marketing scheme. Great.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what age did you start rapping?
I started rapping at like 15, 14. When I was in junior high school, I was like rapping and just, you know, had fun or whatever. My uncle found one of my Big Dre, shout out Big Dre,
Big Dre.
Aces, all over New York City, man. We tearing it up. We in the clubs, man. Big Dre, what up? Yeah, he got me in the studio. He found one of my raps and just took me in the studio and then started getting me music. Started
And that record,
around.
that record,
That was it.
that I was like, oh man, 15 years old rapping like that.
Let me ask you about this. Is it true that your first record you did was in a Brown Sugar, what's the name? Brown Sugar.
Oh, yeah.
How
Yeah.
you feel doing your first record there?
You know what, man? Honestly,
Like now,
was-
knowing that you did your
right.
first record there.
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna
but
say
when you
that.
did it,
I was
I know
gonna
you
say
didn't
that,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was gonna say that because I felt. I mean, shit. I was excited just to hear myself. You know what I'm saying? But you know, of course, you know the studio's nice. You know, Walt, he cool as fuck. Blue cool as hell. Shout out to Walter Blue. But basically, when I went in there, you know, I was just excited, just, you know, being a 14, 15-year-old kid walking in there and, you know, knowing it's a, you know, state-of-the-art full studio. And, you know, later on, when I found out where I was, you know, it was just like,
You missed the chance to really enjoy it.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, it wasn't all that live yet, but, you
Yeah.
know, I probably would have been on MySpace or something a little bit more.
Act
So,
a fool
you know,
if you
right.
knew what you
But
was doing.
that's better because you got a chance to get the soul food out of it.
Right, and that's something too that, you know, I think because of the way things are with image and gimmicks and all that now and no vibes and all that, you know, people really aren't getting the experience. People is in a party like this all night. Like I remember
All night, they just in their phones.
RP, God bless the dead, Pilot, that's he basically was like, you know, the manager. He did everything for us. Flew us all, you know, around. He was he used to work for Def Jam, Violator. We worked on Busta Rhymes project. Did, you know, just he did a lot, and you know, he was helping us out at one point. And I don't know, as much as the feeling is there, it's not there, because you know, when he was flying us around, you know, we was going everywhere, like the Strip, you know, the best hotels. I forgot the Fontaine Blue or whatever. Yeah, like we was going it, right? We wasn't like like this, you know what I mean? Blue Man Group, you know, water ballets and all that. You know, we really sipping, you know,
y'all balling out.
Perrier Jouet, chocolate covered strawberries coming out. We not like this when the strawberries come. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm glad I had that experience with those.
That experience is better than the experience now.
Right, because I would have probably been with them like this, you know, not really experiencing it.
Every experience, you don't need to go live or anything.
Yeah.
And I just had put that up. Like, some experience, you need to hear about it or you need to be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be taped, you know what I'm saying? Or just Instagrammed out and all that. Some of my biggest moments is never taped.
Right.
And I'd rather keep it.
I'm telling you.
That's something I could run with for the rest of my life.
And you ain't having that much fun if you like this.
Yeah.
Or not,
I took my phone. I went on vacation. I took my phone off. My shorty don't have no social network. She said, "Stop fucking up my intimate moments."
He was in the water.
Yeah.
You in the water.
She said, you always stop fucking up my intimate moments. Like, she's like, I was like, leave that, put the phone down. Like,
I know you definitely had the phone down because I told you I couldn't get in contact.
Yeah, after that, man, I threw my phone away.
But that's what I did.
Especially being with a girl that just be on the phone all day.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing in the world.
But you know, it goes to lifestyle, and it goes to the people you're around. A lot of times, like, see, y'all been around, like, God bless the dead P and everybody, you know how we move, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't a gimmick, it's a lifestyle. So when people never had nothing get something, they ego get involved. And it's like, look at me, I'm finally lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally important. Like, thank you, y'all. Look at
got
me.
my Rolly.
I never had a pair of jeans till I found a credit card. Like, this shit. Huh?
You need to say that.
Thank you. I can hear me, man.
Nah, this kid here.
Oh, man.
Listen, you gonna say
Listen, though, it all goes to people never having shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, experiences is based on, like, how you're nurtured when you're grown up. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. You look at Hov and them,
they don't
like post shit.
No.
They don't post shit.
No.
I remember one time I had an argument with somebody. I was like, yo, son, at the award show, you never once seen Jay-Z give an award to any motherfucker. Never. You never seen an award show with him or somebody of that stature never handed somebody a plaque. Never. Oh, this award goes to.
No.
Never. It's how you hold yourself. It's the integrity that you carry yourself with. You understand me? So if you catch a deal and then all of a sudden, oh, we lit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could do that. But if this is regular shit to you, like you said, yo, you know I was doing what you doing. If you'd have picked your phone up and did that, pilot probably would have smacked your phone out your phone. Yo, it's the underworld.
Yo, come on, man. Like the underworld. Those old niggas sitting there taking a picture of their plate. Every restaurant you go to, you taking a picture of your plate. Like you ain't never been out to eat before.
Guess why they taking that picture? Because they never go in there again.
They gotta remember that, right?
Because they're never going again. They have to save up everything they could to get there because they're never going again.
Or something to talk about with their friends because they ain't got
no. They're gonna look at that's gonna be their TBT. That's gonna be their every picture they put up.
Exactly.
When they feel like they lonely in their house to make themselves feel good, they go put that, yo, I'm here, and they ain't never there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Now, Will, for you to be a producer, how do you feel about the music industry?
Let me explain something. Like, I like how the music is now. Before I didn't really fuck with it like that, but I had to separate rap from what's going on now. Like, it's not rap.
Okay.
I call it like vibe music, like just how you, like, how can I explain it? It's the mumble rap. Mumble rap and rap is totally different. So I had to, like, move rap and mumble rap away for me to really enjoy the mumble rap. Like I just don't look at them as rappers. So I enjoy it.
You put them in their own genre.
Yeah, it's like it's in hip hop, but it's not rap to me. So that's how I like it.
I mean, I feel that hip hop, rap should have different genres now because the way they did with neo soul and R&B and pop.
It's making rap look stupid. Like if you keep it together, like rap is known for people putting bars together, making something sound real, making something sound good, saying, understanding what somebody's saying. But
Even teaching our people, like back in the 90s, you know, you had a lot of positive music out. You don't hear nothing uplifting or even that sounds like that. Wow,
you got two people that.
No, when I say that, I mean regular radio, spin, rotation. I don't mean that, you know, it's not rappers that's doing it, but these are not the rappers that have the hit on the radio for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then another one that's similar has like, where the fuck did they come from?
Right, where's 444 at now?
I mean, it's
just dropped 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it's hovering though, because you know it's Jay.
No, it's not even.
No, when I say hovering, I mean it's still
still in the
talked
top.
about. It's still little memes. And
And
this is the microwave era, man. We know this already.
444 is slowly sliding off to somebody's death now, which is crazy. I don't hear 444 on the radio anymore.
You know why?
2 days, and now I don't even really
Look,
play a snippet of Jay.
all they play is the Tenement in the Graveyard. That's all they play now because this shit is the most. Out of that whole album, that's one of the most hoodish tracks. So they still gonna play this shit.
Why?
They gonna find the ignorant to pull out of it.
And they trying to wash that album out already. You know what I'm saying? Because he was giving too much. That's how I feel about
People just don't. They can't, like the younger generation. That's who really stream and do everything all the time, and I just think they can't turn up to it. So they only listen to stuff that they can turn up to multiple times. They'll listen to that to hear it once, and then probably come back to it later.
But
That's the only problem I'm thinking is.
the thing about it is this, right? Everything has to grow, right? And if you're not growing with something, you can't relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get detached from shit, it's hard to relate. Only people that's gonna relate is loyal bases.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody got a gimmick. Jay got a gimmick.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, his gimmick is just boss gimmicks.
Fact.
Okay, I'm gonna drop an album, Sprint, Pepsi, whoever the fuck
I'm gonna
it
do
is.
it in the most biggest boss way I can.
Yeah, but they're gonna create the impression that's needed, so it's never a factor about his sales.
Mm-hmm.
So now when it comes to it, it's like 1 million copies was sold already because of Sprint, or 1.1 billion this and that, because it's the accolade still has to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The accolade still has to be there. Whereas though in reality, nobody is selling like that.
Nothing.
Period.
He
Only
sold
person that's selling like that is
250
Drake.
And Kendrick just hit the number.
And you'll say
It
Kendrick.
wasn't.
Kendrick
No, his shit-
went over Drake.
Yeah,
but
his shit
it
took
wasn't
a
right
while.
away.
His shit took a while.
Yeah.
He had to grind that.
J. Cole went.
Nah, Kendrick didn't have to go. Kendrick numbers went higher than Drake.
Nah, Kendrick was higher than Drake
in the first week.
The first week.
First week. Drake hit around 50.
He was
Kendrick
like
6'6".
But the thing about it is this. How many albums did Drake put out in the last 2 years? And how many
Drake put
albums
out-
did Kendrick put out?
Almost
Drake
2
put out
years.
2 albums. One
No,
album.
really, if you want to say album, you mean projects.
What projects? Because mixtapes is projects.
Yeah,
They're
albums
touring
is he only got like one album in the last.
Nah,
how
Drake
long?
actually did views.
3 years?
He did views last year. Came back and dropped more like this year. Then he dropped the joint with Future before he even dropped views.
That was
That was
the
one year.
project.
He dropped 2 in 1 year.
And then you gotta look at the features.
They
You gotta
dropped
look at
nothing
the
but the
work.
same. You know what I'm
You gotta look at all of that. It's all about consistency. Some
Yeah.
people become so consistent that they're saturating the whole
saying?
business,
And that's what
and they
it's all
can't
look
get
like.
us
And
in
the
Yeah, it's
first
like
thing
they
is
watching
now
their
it's all
own
That's-
about the
That's why I thought Fab, like, is where he at now. He was consistent from the, like, he wasn't, I always thought, I'm like, damn, is Fab going on? Like, pop? Like, really pop? But now, like, that consistency, all the mixtapes and everything, like, he's at a level
You realize
in music now. where-
Jay retired. It was supposed to be the throne was supposed to be passed to Fab to take over New York.
What that black in the back and my boys do.
That's gonna breathe.
Yeah.
That's
Breathe.
Loso
Oh,
Boy.
Right, he was talking about he was standing there back in the
Breathe.
back.
No, he's standing there with the what's the name with the caviar, what's the name joint on, like the military suit. He's standing there. Breathe came out, and then he came out with
One
another
into
song.
the two.
He threw it into the four. When he came out with Breathe, everybody said, "Okay, Fab is gone." And then the album dropped, and that shit was garbage. And Fab was one of my favorite rappers.
I think that everybody though,
You know,
it all goes to how you feel most comfortable getting that bag though.
you gotta
Because you look at it like Fab, he's great dropping mixtapes
Yeah.
and just working the circuit, going on tours, grinding.
Yeah.
making-
Getting that little
Sometimes it's like
scraping
I
that
don't
money
even
up.
have to deal with the industry
He
bullshit.
does it.
Besides, give me that signing bonus. I'll see you in a few years with that.
Drop that album.
Yeah, I'll give you that shit down the line. I'm gonna drop 15 mixtapes in the process.
He can adapt. He can
No,
adapt to
that's
what's
why
going on.
he's
That's
still
what it
there.
is.
Now,
can
Will,
adapt.
how long you been producing and doing videography?
I've been producing for say 10 years now, and videography is like three years. And went to school. I stopped like producing for a while. 'Cause I went to school for like the music, learning how to engineer and everything in Chicago.
Was
So
that in the school?
I just Art Institute.
Okay.
I learned, well, made me want to get in video because I had one class in video. And my teacher was like, yo, you sure you never edited before? And like, because I was just really good at doing this. I was like, let me just try it. And I tried it out, and I was just,
Loved
it's easy, like, because it's like Pro Tools to me. I look at it like Pro Tools, so I can chop everything up just like how I can chop everything up to Final Cut. It's like,
But see, some people is probably one of the most difficult things in the world to do.
Yeah.
If we just say it's
You said
easy, motherfuckers going crazy.
I might be in the house and can't do no lick of that easy.
No, I'm just saying, like, it came easy.
You got a
because
gift.
For Pro Tools, like, it just, everything, like, if I put my mind to something, it just, I get it, I don't know how, like, it become easier.
Alright, so when you listen to
Yeah.
tracks, how do you visualize like this is what you're gonna do?
When I listen to a
when you put
track,
the treatment together.
I get, for the video,
Yeah, for videos.
I listen to the track, mostly when I listen to the track, I just, like, visualize what they saying first, and just get the whole visual, like, where I want to shoot, like, I visualize shots, angles, I visualize how I'm gonna edit, like, what my whole process is. When I shoot, I'm shooting to edit. It's like I'm editing while I'm shooting. So it's just like, it's easier for me because it's like everything is at once in my mind. And I just put it together when I edit. So that's my whole process.
Yeah, GS, I gotta ask you this right here. You did a whole lot of freestyles. You did the Rico freestyle.
Yeah.
I kinda like that joke.
Thanks.
You
Appreciate
did a
it.
young OG's freestyle.
Yeah.
I kinda like that joke too. Why do you feel it was a need for you to do something like that? Because a lot of people ain't doing that anymore.
With the freestyle in general?
Yeah, freestyling in general.
Well, just because, I don't really care about what nobody else doing, really. I think if people ain't doing it, then, that's even better because, what people doing right now, they ain't going to be doing it tomorrow. So if you're doing something different now, you might be, ahead of the curve. So, for the most part, it just, that's just me. When I first started rapping, it was more of a lyrical game for me. It wasn't really making songs and, I was able to, but it was really more so, I started doing it to freestyle actually. So that was the way for me.
The real
So
niggas is
I like it. Yeah. That's one of my.
I'm about to say, is that one of your favorites? Because that was one of my favorites.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites, but I think it was the most relative at the point of what I was doing, and it's one of the most relative songs I could say.
Stupid
when I.
too. Killed.
It's one of the most definitely one of the most relative, and people definitely gave me some good feedback from it. So.
Now, what makes you different from the artists today that you would say?
Number one, they ain't really got no bars. They don't really make no sense. They just be putting stuff together that rhymes. Like, even when I'm not telling a story, my bars is a story. It's like it's a story there. It's a piece by piece. Like this line, it is moving in transition to the next line, to the next idea, to what I mean. It might be an abstract idea, or it might be a down to earth idea, but it's always in a streamline. I try to keep things in a storyline. Because of Biggie, one of the greatest storytellers ever. So, you know, I try, even if I'm not telling a story, to tell a story, to, you know, get some visualization.
Well, what makes you feel he's different from other artists?
Lyrical. Like, the bars, when I was talking about the first time I heard him, when he was 15, I'm like, how is somebody 15 years old? Like, it was like a story. It just blew my mind, and it just made me want to work with him. I started music so we could, like, do this whole thing together from the beginning. Like, yo, he's nice. I'm starting to make beats. It all came together. Like, I started to make beats. They told me that he rapped. They sent me his music. I was in the military. I was in Virginia when this all happened. Like, getting out the military.
Y'all wasn't even together when y'all started taking off.
I had bought a keyboard. We went out to sea. I had the keyboard with me, making beats on the boat, everything. And when I got home, like that's when we went to Blue Studio and everything. I was just like, this kid is amazing.
That's crazy.
Well, we went to Queens first, and we made that. You made that beat on the spot,
Oh yeah,
and then everybody was going
that's
crazy.
something I'm known for.
Yeah.
Like
When it's go time?
when it's go time, like give me like how fast I did it, like 2 minutes, crazy shit like that.
5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah, he made my shit like in 3 minutes.
Literally.
Literally.
Wow.
When people around,
He get calm.
it brings it out.
So they gotta put him on stage with what's the guy who's
talking
that?
about
What's up from Harlem?
Swiss?
Nah, it's up from Harlem. The kid who first started doing that shit. Damn, A-Rap music.
A-Rap.
He's the first rapper.
Oh yeah,
He's
I
on
thought
stage.
you was gonna say somebody else because a lot of producers be faking, man. They be having presets.
Yeah,
Like they making a beat right there.
That's my.
They be
I
having
make
presets.
beats on the spot, like
Yeah, y'all ever saw
It's-
and what the fuck is Nas label name? Fuck is that shit? Nas record label. They got the oh man, what the fuck that shit? Nah, that shit he got Dave East signed to.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Davies.
I
He made that Davey sign the Def Jam.
No, he's with.
Not her. He is on his.
It's on the
He's
episode.
signing-
No, he's on that.
man.
Nas is the one who got him signed to Def Jam.
Oh okay.
Yeah, he's cold. He's cold. It's he signed to Nas and they got a cold distribution.
Yeah, co-distribution.
That's Def Jam.
Oh,
What the fuck is that? I can't think of it. Oh, Mass Appeal.
Mass
Appeal.
Appeal.
Now the reason I brought up the Mass Appeal, have you ever seen Nas's thing, the show on YouTube, the Mass Appeal show, where they get a producer, they blindfold them and make them pick out three records,
Something
and then he
like
goes, yeah, that's the L. You should look at that joint. That joint is L. Mass Appeal.
Your mama check that out.
Yeah, well, I couldn't think of the name. I knew it was the same name as his label.
GS. How did you even get the name GS Music?
Well, actually, my name at first was the Young God GS. To me, it was the Young God God sent. I was real. I grew up in a church or whatever. Yeah, I was spiritual. I guess you could say. I'm still spiritual. Not so religious, but I'm still spiritual. I grew up in a church, so to me, the name was the Young God God sent. Like, you know, we all supposed to be Christ-like and all. You know that means something a whole lot different to me now. By the way, but it still applies today, so that's why I kept the name. But I lost the Young God because, being that I was in a religious family, everybody was
Looking at you with the eye, like,
looking at
you
me.
calling yourself God, boy?
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm
You better
just
get ready
saying,
to fire. You bring the fire in this
yeah,
house.
we all God's children. I'm a son of God, so young
Yeah,
God, God.
Yeah, we hear that shit.
You can't call yourself a God.
No matter which way you make that cake, they don't want it.
It's only one God. But you know what? I might change it back because now that I know what I know, you know what I'm saying. I might change it back because now it don't really matter what nobody think at the end of the day.
Right.
Now that I know what I know, but it was the Young God GS. The Young God might make another appearance today. Actually, you know what I'm saying.
I need to ask this: is this true?
Huh?
That you work with Grammy producers?
Oh yeah. Shout out Mike Campbell. Shout out Art Life. Yeah. Art Life definitely. I worked with them a few times. I was gonna get that. Danger Irk. Styles and Irk. Dangerous LLC. They actually pretty much got us started. So.
Yeah.
Like when we first started, getting in tune and putting music out and putting stuff on wax.
I learned a lot from her.
Yeah. So they was definitely even to this day, he still Like I just saw Earth the other day. He was telling me like, you know, you need anything, hit me up, or you know. So we still got the relationship there, and Art and Life definitely. You know, the times I work with them, it's just you know, it's a great experience. They're real positive, and you know, they real motivational as far as you know, it's all family. So you know, it's a different type of situation when I'm working with certain people. That you know, it's not just me. You know, stepping into a blind situation. You know, it's you know, everything and everybody is relative in the situation. So it's you know, it's real positive and you know, it's just you know, all forward movement, all road. You know, level up, whole lot.
Now, Will, you done won 3 awards for videos, and you just started. How that make you feel?
Feels good.
And you being judged by dudes that's in the industry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy, etc.
So when you get an award like for something that you're doing that you just started, like what are you thinking about? And you to win 3.
When when I was first starting, people ain't. They was like, I know it sounds cliche. People ain't believing me. That really, people was like, yo, you need to stop, do this, go work, go, just get a regular job.
Like what you doing ain't
And I'm
work.
like, yo, I don't like working. I did that in the military. I don't like working for people. Like that is the worst. That's why I learned everything so I can get
Away from that.
like I don't.
I could be independent.
Yeah, like get up on your own time, do this on your own time. Like you don't have to. Yo, do I need to do this? Like, can I do this? I don't want to ask somebody. Can I go to the bathroom? Like, shit.
So why you gotta go to the bathroom? So how's the clientele now?
Oh, it's good. I'm working with.
Oh, you see how you answer? Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's good.
I'm working with a bunch of dope artists. Nah,
He said it's
Oh, you don't got no
good.
time for the books?
He said it's good. Like he got to like come
Oh,
down.
say he only got time for the
You
little
change,
people.
nah.
You change.
I just been doing a lot of editing lately. A lot. Like, just did this commercial for V-Motor and shit. Not V-Motor. Yeah, V-Motor headphones.
You got videos on MTV.
Did it from this artist, etc. He with Universal now.
Mhm.
He used to write for. He wrote for a lot of people. Like I don't know if I can say.
You can say no.
He made like back in the day. He started. It's a flow that you like back in the day.
You still
That he wrote.
You still got a career. We
Like
trying
back
to
in
get
the
out there,
90s.
so we gotta let you keep that under.
Is that 90s rap still out?
Nah, but it's a flow that you like back in the days. That was like a flow that nobody was doing.
Bum stickity bum stickity bum
Back in
bum.
the day. Oh shit! What's that? I never heard that.
That's a fact.
Close. That was close though.
Who triggered again?
Triggered again.
I can't sing.
We ain't
I
saying
know who you talking about.
What we talking about, Bull?
I'm in the loop. I can't. I'm trying to get where he at too. I ain't looking.
Hey, we ain't stopping this.
You already said it though. You already said it.
Illuminati.
Triggered again.
Nah, it ain't Trigger. Hell no. Nah, it ain't Trigger. Nah, I fuck with Trigger.
Now, what made y'all team up to just say, yo, this is what we gonna do?
Oh, it was just
So this
Shit,
basically
man.
like fam, like
Yeah.
big, really family. I knew him since he was born.
You might about to grow up.
Yeah, I watched him grow up. Everything. That's why I was so crazy when I see, like, heard him rapping. I used to come home from the military like this on my leave and shit. He was like, "Yo, what you did? You shot anybody yet? You blew anybody up?"
yeah, he used to put the 40 out. He used to put the 40 out, go crazy, chase me.
That nigga mad, asked too many damn questions. He used to ask so many questions.
Hey man, who else you gonna ask questions from somebody that come home from war, man?
You want to know. I got
want somebody to ask questions.
And I was asking them all the same questions.
I used to be like, man.
But how did you come over hold that TV?
It's crazy. I was in the military. The company is Whole Lot LLC is the label. Whole Lot TV, HDTV is for the production. But when I was in the military. I made my first beat. She was hot. I was surprised. Like these guys on my boat was rapping.
Hold on, did people agree with you when you said it was hot?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I made it on my boy keyboard because he was making beats. And these two guys, they was rapping. They was rappers. And he had like a little studio type of on the boat. So
computer
we
setup.
did the joint, and I rapped a little. I did a verse and everything on it.
I was gonna ask you, was you a rapper once in your
Nah,
life?
I wasn't a rapper, but I did a verse on it.
This album coming soon, though. We getting it ready.
It's a compilation.
So
compilation.
you got,
I'm like four albums. I'm like four records.
I'm saying you got the beats with the Sam on time, like the beats with the pre-recorded hook. So you saying yourself get 50% of that song?
I got some shit coming.
You on your Diddy
So
shit?
you got the hook, so get 50% of that.
I want
You
my
get
chronic
50% of that.
and I want my chronic and my Diddy and the Family before.
You want that?
Before it's done.
Yes, are you producing that?
Oh,
Are
nah,
you
man.
managing that?
I might hold the camera. I don't know.
You gotta do the biggest role. When Poke in front of it, you manage that. You get your percentage
Yeah,
on.
we gonna work something out, man. You know, we gonna make it happen.
We got some shit coming.
Yeah, you got a song that we played earlier. The Grass Is Green. I like that song.
Man, I appreciate it, man. That
That's
song
all
mean a lot to me, man. That mean a lot to me, man. It's if I may, you know, just quickly, briefly, like, you know, when I was writing that song, you know, get it out the mud till the grass is greener, man. It's just, to me, like, you know, people where I'm from, they just don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? You can walk on water, they don't believe you. Like, they don't even believe Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even believe that. But, you know what I mean? The story is for a reason. But, you know, when I was writing it, I wanted to shed light on the fact that, you know, you taking something that ain't nothing and turning it into something that's just as good as it could be anywhere else. You know, the grass is greener on the other side, but, you know, we can make this mud right here. We can turn this mud right here into some real green grass with, you know what I mean? All the shit could look like botanical gardens when we done. You know what I'm saying? So that was my, you know, that was my intent, or, you know, the energy behind that song. So, you know, when, you know, anybody like that song, I feel like you know, you got that energy that, you know what I mean? You on that mindset where, you know you could create something out of nothing, and that's what we about. We making, you know, we gonna make something happen out of nothing. And that's
So what about Eye for Eye?
Eye for Eye? Aye. Yeah, Aye. Basically, that was just for me. I wasn't really so used to trap music. We was getting into the trap realm. You know, me putting, you know, dumbing. I don't like to say dumbing myself down, but that's what I was doing, dumbing myself down.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's a fact.
It's scary.
You gotta,
So scary.
you know, it's not as
Whose
scary.
idea was that? Is that your idea, Will, or say, yo, do that, dumb it down for them?
Well,
If you want to get into that music, if you want to stay in the hip hop, regular hip hop,
I think we both was kind of like in that realm, though. I think we was both looking for a way to do it, really. Like, what's the way to do it from, you know, rap?
why looking at everything like everywhere I look, every interview I see, they talk about this. Nobody wants to, like the kids now, they don't want to think, they just want to go. Like, they don't want to listen to music.
Right, they want
feel
everything like
they
right
wanna
there.
dance to music.
But see,
they don't want to have to think about the music. They want to just. That's why you don't hear what nobody's saying.
That shows y'all intelligence behind the mindset of it though, because y'all processed, y'all planned it. These other people just get into it because this was going. Now you can't be an idiot and dumb yourself down.
Right.
You could be intelligent and dumb yourself down, because now what's the next thing? If you're already a dummy and you want all these types of drugs, what's next?
Right.
The rehab album?
Yeah.
What's next? You talking about
thing is about
30 days of recovery type shit?
Guess what? You know where you at with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when the music come back to the hip,
You'll still be there.
Y'all already had y'all be
that's where the whole.
That's a fact.
They
now
gonna
y'all gonna play on your home turf.
Yeah.
Now you didn't ask you a famous question. You didn't ask him if you remember his first song.
Do you remember your first song? It got to be his first song he did was at the album today.
And Brown Sugar, yeah.
Brown Sugar
That's
Last.
cool. In my room, yeah.
It was for some female?
Nah, it was like a sit back track, like on some just vibing and kind of reflect. It was a reflection track, really, like.
At that age?
That's why I was like,
That's why I fucked him up at that age. That's why I fucked him up.
That's like some Nas Project Window type shit.
That was the most comparison I got when I was younger.
Nas Project Window.
Yeah.
exactly. That's
That
what I used to always say.
was on Project Window, and you saying that. You know what I'm saying? In my room.
Yeah.
Another thing. See, I would have thought it was some shit that you trying to be a national freak at.
I had a couple of those songs.
Where be going too far, right?
That's what I was R&B singing.
That's another thing. Do you still mix that into your music?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna start doing that more. But you know, shout out to the big dog, Level Up. Yo, he told me. Oh, Paul, y'all can't see what I'm talking about.
They know who
Big
he
dog
is.
Ammo. He told me he was basically just saying, I'm creative, and I was letting him listen to a lot of different records that I got and different directions I'm going, and he was just giving me a little insight on how to bring it out. So I wanna ease my way into certain things. I don't just wanna put everything out for I don't wanna make it a buffet. You know what I mean? I wanna make something.
He's shocking me though.
It's crazy that you have the look to do both.
Well, they've been you know what's crazy? When they used to say, I used to have to spit crazy, ridiculous flames out the door, cause off the rip they used to be like, "What? You an R&B singer?" You know what I'm saying? You know what? You ain't gonna cause I gotta make you see it. Cause as soon as I walk in, and I used to be
That's what styles.
I used to be mock neck sweater wearing, like I still like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You had the R&B look.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what
Yeah. But for me, I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it like, I want some GQ shit. Like, boy, I can't be a GQ rapper. Like,
I'm out here fucking y'all niggas all together. Like,
when you sent me the picture, I was about to hit Ammo say, "Yo, R&B."
Yo, the crazy shit about it though, look, right? I called him this morning, I said, look, man, shit in order, right? I'm telling you, I done put this battery on this shit, man. You got to show up today. He's like, man, I'm good. I said, yo, look, all that leather jacket shit. We going to their life back above. They gonna fire on you. That shit might be the topic of discussion. T-shirts, buffet hats, tilted sound, all that shit. We on 90s time, man. It's gonna be a shootout. Don't come here like that. That's my type of party.
No, if you would have came with the RL gear, we'd have understood. Like,
I almost wore my army fatigue blazer, man. I was going R&B it up a little bit, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Ammo told me keep it 90s, so I'm
what is the mixtape dropping?
Well,
Do you have one on the way?
Well, we don't have a date for it right now, but we got a lot of songs. We're just trying to put things in order. We got a lot of singles. We got some songs for a project that we want to put out for an EP. We got a lot of stuff we've been working on, man. And I ain't saying that like these niggas. I'm for real. We got a lot of stuff coming for y'all niggas. And
We got a couple of joints that I don't want to boost it up too much, but
we just got a lot of work coming.
I'm seeing one of the big awards for those.
You think it's going to that?
We got some Pharrell, and Song to the World, not Song to the World, Young World,
Just Young World.
for the kid, like for the younger generation, like
Teens.
it's like a conscious move. It's like I'm gonna let y'all hear that.
Well, we're going to go to your 3 songs right now. Then we're going to have Ammo. He's going to debut a new song that he got. So we're going to play 4 songs before we close.
Oh, the song that Will
produced. The song that Will produced, yeah.
This the 3-minute joint.
Yeah, we about to go to that right now. We're going to play,
That's when they was able to get in contact with each other and they were able to work together before
before
stop talking to other people.
No, he only did that because Danny came down.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
And so it's still